We have Sweden preparing for a civil war within their own country. Their PM is now wanting to deploy the army into these no-go zones. These no-go zones that they wanted to state did not exist in the past. They very much do exist, and now Sweden is preparing to distribute a civil defense brochure to some 4.7 million households, warning them about the onset of war. They go on to state here that they've been using such words as total defense and high alert for the past 20 to 30 years. So people have just grown used to hearing that. So right now they're saying the knowledge among citizens in terms of what is happening and going on is very low. So they think that this survivalist manual is going to be good to help people prepare for a crisis situation or a war type of setting. Now, I've talked about why they're in the crosshairs of this. I've talked about the influx of all the refugees that was sent in through Europe from George Soros. He himself had sent an onslaught into all these countries that he backed with his own money. These guys were clean shaven, they had cigarettes, brand new clothes, and they were all young men. Wasn't any children, wasn't any women. These guys were flooding into all parts of Sweden, France, Germany, and really the ones that got all the way up in here into Sweden and it stayed had not much further to go north. So they kind of either mounted up in this region or retracted and went back down south. What we've seen here is a buildup of these individuals. Now, whether they want to say it's going to be the Russians coming in or if it's going to be some of these, what I call foot soldiers of Soros, these so-called immigrants that flooded into these regions, I feel they were pushed there on purpose. And you're seeing the outcome of that. You're seeing what George Soros and company wanted. This is exactly what they wanted when they did this. And they're getting it. But I wanted to make note of what they're talking about here in this country in preparing for civil war and the deployment of the army into these no-go zones and then the handing out of some millions, 4.7 million brochures to people to get ready. Big things in motion here. I'll continue to update as things change. I'll leave a link below. It's been Dabu7.